Oh, God. It's all protein.
How spicy is this? Because I'm a little bit of a wuss.
1 to 10, probably a 7.
She was born in the outskirts of Seoul to an American GI and a young Korean woman. He was born in Alsace, France, land of pork and cabbage. She was put up for adoption at 3 and then lovingly raised in Virginia by her new family. He was 16 when he began his apprenticeship. She found her birth mother when she was 19. He came to America and became one of the world's greatest chefs. They fell in love and married over a decade ago. Now, Jean-Georges and Marja return to her birthplace to chronicle the tastes and traditions of Korea. These are the Kimchi Chronicles.
The 21st century is looking a lot like Korea's best yet. South Korea, roughly the size of Kentucky, has become the darling of the industrial world, globally feeding it with electronics and automobiles, not to mention kimchi. And Koreans have become leaders in design, computer animation, and fashion. But when it comes to restaurants, all that style goes right out the window. The fact is, Korean restaurants are all about the food. From the high-end fine dining destinations to the small tucked-away hole in the walls. At the end of the day, Korean diners choose where they eat based entirely on the food. It always comes down to what's on the plate or in the bowl. Koreans care so much about the quality of the food that sometimes the best dishes aren't even in the confines of a restaurant. But like people everywhere in the modern world, South Koreans often need to grab something on the run, and Korean street food, or bunchik, offers some of the best eating, period.
Delicious.
Every May 5th is Children's Day in Korea. Celebrations happen all over the place, including Gyeonghigung Palace, where it's all about the kids. There were displays of Taekwondo, the Korean martial art. And there were also magical dance troupes of ladies who move like muses and keep a driving beat on the drums at the same time. After all that expenditure of energy, I was feeling a bit peckish. I spent the rest of the day in Insadong, one of my favorite shopping neighborhoods, with Sue Park, who's a DJ friend from Seoul. As usual, my cousin was running late, so Sue and I had a pre-snack snack of a popular morning pastry known by its English name.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this looks like something...
Yes, exactly. Something, a steaming pile of poo.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
Way to say it. So it's got red bean.
Red bean paste, a lot of milk in the batter, so it's super, super soft. Very, very fluffy.
I can't wait, it looks delicious.
There was a popular fashion brand called Dalgi, and you can see like a little girl with the strawberry head, and she had a friend called Dongshimi, hence the name of the brand, and it's really popular.
Cute.
Yeah, people find it hilarious.
It's good to see the Koreans have a sense of humor.
Definitely.
I love it. And what else are they selling? Oh, it looks like strawberry juice. Oh, citrus tea?
Definitely.
Great, I love citrus tea.
Yes, the shape of poo is the same everywhere in the world.
It's hot.
How was your first bite of poo?
I didn't know I loved poo. It's great.
Good. Is it soft and all fluffy?
And hot.
Very
delicious.
Hot.
Since sugar shock hadn't yet set in, why not another sweet? Kanjong is sort of like a Korean version of a Rice Krispie treat, made with puffed rice, molten rice syrup, and nuts.
I love rice cakes.
Oh, these are really
the whole
good
stall,
traditional snacks.
I can't wait to try.
이게 뭐죠, 안에?
이게 이제 쌀이에요, 쌀.
So these are like basically Rice Krispies.
Okay, yeah.
Pumpkin seeds.
이거는
Peanuts and black sesame. Wow, what is this?
That is honey.
Okay.
Mixed with a little bit of fruit juice. There is absolutely no sugar in all these.
All these treats? Are you serious?
Yep.
That's amazing. Great. Ooh, look at that. I love it. It's seriously like a Rice Krispie.
You have to mix it while it's still hot.
Yeah. Well, that's a talent in and of itself.
이거 몇 년 동안 하셨어요? 얼마나 오래 하셨어요?
내가 10년 가까이 했죠.
Oh wow, 10 years.
10 years, wow. He's an artiste.
Definitely.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
This is going to cool down really quickly. So he's going to cut into little pieces after it's cooled down.
I can't wait to taste it. Is this an old family recipe?
이거 직접 개발하신 거예요?
예.
It's his own recipe.
Smart. 감사합니다. This looks delicious. Mmm.
Oh, good. It's really good.
And it's definitely a step up from the traditional Rice Krispie.
Very, very good.
Next up was Dragon's Beard, where the showmanship was just as sweet as the candy.
This is Korea traditional sweet dragon's beard. This is lump of honey, okay? Honey, honey, I love you, honey. Okay.
Why is it so hard?
Honey and glutinous rice fermented for 2 weeks, so it's very hard. Oh, this is dragon's heart. Make a hole. Yeah, make a hole. Wow. Oh, Dunkin' Donut. I love it. Slowly, little by little. I'll make 60,384 strings. 1, 2, 4 strings. Next one, 8 strings, right?
Right.
16.
Yeah, it's like 90. It was 90 yesterday.
64. 128. 2,
He's good at math.
250. Yeah. Okay. 512. Meter size 1,024.
Oh my God.
But take it easy. Now finish the show must go on. Oh, 2,048, 4,096, 8,192.
Yeah.
Let's count 60,384 strings. Wow.
Wow.
OMG, oh my God. Looks like your hair. Okay.
Well, hopefully not anytime soon.
Outside honey, inside is 7 kind of nuts, many filling, and my love too. Dragon's beard.
Yum, so good.
But not everything was so easy and sweet. My Korean cousins and friends love to nibble on bondegi, silkworm larvae, that get no sauce, just a boil. So there's nothing to distract from their distinct flavor. And even though I try to stay open-minded, I'm still not quite used to chewing something that tastes distinctly like bug.
Oh God, it's all protein. Soju.
We're doing street food today.
Good.
Excellent.
In Korea, I think the street food is everywhere.
It's everywhere. We're going to do a Korean-American version of street food.
This is American street food.
One of my favorite American street foods is hot dogs. And he's added a little Korean element to it, so.
You want to take care of the...
Sure.
I'm going to give some, on the hot dog, some spicy Korean mustard.
Good.
On a little bit of a kimchi relish. Okay. On top of the hot dogs.
Now, this is, how spicy is this? Because I'm a little bit of a wuss with spice. I just know
1 to
you know.
10, probably a 7.
Oh, that's a bit
But we're
much.
going to sweeten it up with...
I like spicy.
You're going to watch me sweat, JG. You're going to watch me sweat.
we're gonna sweeten it up with a little honey on some rice vinegar. You guys are ready?
You're good.
Oh, yeah.
You don't do
Many
this at
years.
home. I haven't seen this action at home.
It's all before you wake up. I like to be invisible when it comes to the kitchen.
So here we go. Marja, you want to put a little mustard on top?
Sure. Now, how hot is this on a scale of 1
A little bit, just a little line on top of
Just
the
a
hot
little
dogs.
line,
What is
okay.
this? What kind
This
of
is
oil? Brown rice vinegar?
Yeah.
It's not
Rice
oil at
vinegar,
all. Just 2 tablespoons of this?
2 tablespoons of this. So we could try to create like a sweet and sour plus a
Okay,
spicy
really
kimchi.
skinny line.
That's very Asian, isn't it? The sweet and the sour always mixed in.
I love that.
Same
I
here.
think so.
I
That's,
love that mix.
That mix is the best.
Well, I have to say, Spice Market is one of our favourite restaurants.
Thank you.
Oh, it really is.
I concur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a
Get in
little bit of
there.
It's going to be
a...
worth a free meal or two, right?
Here we go, one more.
Okay.
And if you want to top it with a little bit of a kimchi on
Want a
top,
little
Oh.
it should be nice.
Oh, it does smell good.
You know, usually relish are always like a sweet on a little sour, so I think the kimchi works so well. If we do this in Central Park, we'll be very popular.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to...
It's not your classic thing. You think of Korean food, we're having hot dogs. I love it.
Look at that.
Okay,
It's good.
Looks
one more
great.
to go here.
Okay, I'll do the mustard. Alrighty.
There we go.
A work of art.
Great.
Have a bite.
My favorite food. Here, babe.
I'm taking this one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Looks good.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
Korean hot
How do we
dogs
say
right
I'm
first.
hungry again?
Cheers.
In
Na
Korean?
pegopa.
Na pegopa?
Yeah.
Oh,
No pego pie. How do you say it's good?
맛있어.
Mashed
Oh, that's good.
Nice of flavor, huh?
No, that is so good. Really? Yeah. Here's
Okay.
Australian.
Oh, this is really good.
Grab a glass.
This is so good.
I think it's too spicy for you, or not?
No, this is perfect.
Onion.
I really didn't get much mustard, but this is perfect for me.
I got your serving.
Any north of this, and it's just not pleasurable for me. Did you know that I am Goodwill Ambassador for Seoul? Did I tell you that?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You were there not too long ago, right?
I love it there. With my dad. Spent a lot of his working life in Korea.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was an accountant, and one of his clients was the World Bank, and they basically put him in charge of Korea. And my entire childhood, in fact, we make fun of my dad to this day. Korea is at the forefront of technology and crafts. And we'd all like, Korea. Dad would tell anybody who'd listen, or not even listening, he'd tell them.
That's amazing.
Cheers. Now, how do we say cheers?
Kombe.
Kombe.
Okay. I'll have
Kombe.
that too.
I always take my friends out for street food when they come to visit me in Korea. My actress friend Heather Graham is not only gorgeous, she's becoming ever more adventurous when it comes to trying new foods. We met in Busan, Korea's second largest city and the world's 5th biggest port. Located in the southeast corner of the peninsula, there's a lot of great street food to choose from in Busan. The city is famous for odang, skewered fish cakes served in hot broth, as well as tteokbokki, long rice cakes in a spicy sauce that Koreans chow down on like Americans do hot dogs. And lots of pan-fried mandu, dumplings, which Busan is also known for, and which are Heather's game. In Seoul, Heather and I did our nighttime street food eating at Gwangjang Market, which serves food that can compete with any restaurant anywhere. For Heather's sake, we went more vegetarian with gimbap, vegetable and rice rolls that are wrapped in seaweed. I didn't get Heather to try everything, but she is now officially a fellow bindae-tteok freak. Bindae-tteok are the crispy mung bean pancakes that I can never get enough of. This is one of my favorite foods.
Wow, that onion thing is so good.
Isn't it?
Can I make that? Like how?
Easy. So good.
I've been waiting the whole trip for this, and it was worth it. So good.
Don't eat too much, huh? We have a lot of food coming up.
I'm preparing for the next Wolverine. I eat 8 meals a day.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They're not usually like this. This is 8 cheat meals a day, but I'm going for it.
Are you cooking those 8 meals?
No, I'm not.
So
Shall I get started here?
yeah, the next street food we're gonna do is one of the Americans' favorite is a lobster roll.
Love.
So, but I'm grilling my lobster. Just on a grill. We're gonna do a scallion, kind of chili, mayonnaise. There we go. Yeah, that should be good.
Darling, this would be nice tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Done.
And
I'm
lunch.
coming over.
This is steel trap. It's going in.
Absolutely.
Sesame oil?
A teaspoon as well.
Got it.
And then we're gonna put about 3-4 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
Vinegar?
Yes.
A couple of those.
Two.
Yeah.
Two of those, yeah.
We're gonna test it to see if it's
What's
the
that
right.
one? Rice one.
To me, quality of the mayonnaise is everything.
Yep.
Right? This is good? Good mayonnaise?
It's excellent. 5 of those. We need a lot of mayonnaise.
5 of those.
Yeah, that,
Oh, so this is the
is the sauce.
low-calorie meal of the day.
absolutely.
Go.
Okay.
Let's test this.
So is this authentic Korean cooking?
No, this is fusion, a la Jean-Georges.
Oh, okay.
Almost ready.
That quick?
Yeah. The lobsters are just blanched before, and we just cut them in half on a little bit of olive oil and grill it.
Blanch means just
Okay,
on a
yeah,
very
what's
hot
blanch? I
grill.
always get
No, when you blanch it, you put it in a pot of water. Just put them in there,
the how long?
boiling water for like 2 minutes.
Right.
No, just to put them asleep and pre-cook them.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, that looks
There's
great.
hardly any butter on there.
A little bit.
There's plenty, Marsha. There's plenty.
Yeah, chop it up.
Yep.
Then we're gonna toss it in the mayonnaise.
Oh, I see. Right.
It should be fine.
See, that's
I've got
Do
plastic
you,
gloves.
do you have any feeling in your hands or fingers?
I do. That's what I do. Maybe a little more tolerance. And I give you the tail to cut.
That's so easy.
It's just I think grilled lobster has more flavor than boiled lobster.
Definitely.
So,
I agree. You didn't put any marinade or
Nothing.
anything?
yeah, all the flavors will be in the mayonnaise. Here we go. I'm gonna cut it up.
Careful. Do you want some?
I'm trying to be tough. I'm in action movies for crying out loud. I should be able to touch a lobster. Yeah, right. This is it.
I give it a tongue.
The gig's up.
There's some.
No,
it
no
fine.
tongs needed. Is that too chunky? I like
Oh,
chunky.
perfect.
Okay,
You guys
good.
roll in there.
Right?
Ha, cha, yeah, hey, ho.
Here we go.
That's all.
we're gonna fill up those buns.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll fill up the buns.
He's too genius.
Oh,
He really is.
it's a simple thing.
Oh,
There you go.
good one.
Deb.
Thank you, darling.
All right.
Thanks, Deb.
All right.
Oh, that looks so good.
It's disgusting.
Is it spicy or is it okay?
It's got just the perfect amount of heat.
Great.
This is delicious.
Good job.
Fantastic.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Happy lobster.
Happy lobster.
Goodbye, sweet
Love the street food.
No, stop it.
Seriously, if I saw this in the street,
I
I'd
would
never
eat-
go inside.
In Korea, there's notable street food outside the big cities too. In the port town of Sokcho, in the northeastern corner of South Korea, the street food takes on a distinctly briny character. Sokcho is famous for its squid, particularly dried ojingo, which they sell to young and old alike. And they do squid fresh too. Ojingo sundae is a North Korean dish of local squid that gets stuffed and steamed before being sliced and sautéed until crisp.
Wow. What do they have here?
Fried shrimp.
This is all from Sokcho? This seafood?
이모 여기 이거 새우가 다 속초에서 온 거예요?
Oh.
That's secret.
That's the secret. Ah, okay. It must be very good because you can always tell a
You
good
can
place
see the lines.
by the line. It like wraps around. We've been waiting half an hour.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, Korean. Smells good.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Oh, beer too? Oh,
Finally.
come there. Yeah. I knew I bought enough.
All right.
Babe, what are you doing over here with this chicken?
We're gonna do like a spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna grill the chicken, a little bit of olive oil,
Okay.
some salt.
Easy enough.
You need some help?
You've
Sous chef?
been
Oh,
doing
right.
Excuse
great
me.
sauces
Chef.
for me.
Yep,
so
yep.
Sauce is my speciality.
yeah, so we're gonna meet some.
Gochujang.
Oh, paste.
Gochujang.
Yes.
Gochujang.
And no Russian in
Gochujang.
there. 3.
3 of these?
I've watched them a couple times, so I'll have
Oh,
one
I
out
love
here.
sesame seeds.
Yeah, it's so good.
They're so
3.
good for you too.
3 of the paste.
3 of
that's it.
these.
Yep.
So what's the paste? Tomato based?
No, it's red
All
pepper
chilies.
based.
Ah.
They mix in some kind of sweet rice mixture. Get in.
I forget my tongues, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that looks like fun,
One.
yeah.
Generous.
2,
Generous with the mayonnaise.
3.
I've always said that about you.
Yeah.
Generous with the mayonnaise.
There you go.
1.
Celery.
You're doing good. You're doing good. There you go.
Fantastic.
And then 2.
Some vinegar.
That's vinegar?
Yes.
How spicy is this?
It depends. You can buy it fairly spicy or really
Two
spicy.
types, huh? It's very spicy and less.
Yeah, this is less spicy.
How would
a
this
neat-
differ from what you would find in the street?
Well, normally the chicken's on a skewer.
It's a barbecue chicken on a skewer.
Yeah, it's not a
usually,
big sandwich culture there.
They
Oh,
don't
right,
use much
right,
bread,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
No bread. There are not many sweets, no bread.
I know.
I think Koreans are like Australians. They're like party people.
They like to.
Yeah.
They like to have a good time.
I think so.
Eat,
Definitely.
have a good time, party, a little bit of work.
Karaoke?
Yes, anyone knows if you have a business meeting, you take them all to karaoke, you get smashed, and the deal's done.
Yeah. Don't you do karaoke as well? Because Marsha does it every
I
week,
don't.
right?
She's every Monday night. Every Monday night.
Every Monday and Fridays too, right? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Here we go. So we're gonna add
He
a
always-
little bit of
Do the paste first?
the paste on the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Am I
Give it a nice smear.
more of
Yeah,
that?
smear.
You maybe
these
shouldn't
are
have
from
on both
George
sides.
and I.
Okay.
And then you do
I would
the
do only
less
one side,
spicy.
maybe.
Okay.
You like spicy, Deb, right?
Yeah, I like
You know what?
spicy.
Let's just do it like this. So we're good.
There you go, we're good.
Perfect. I just need that other bun, babe.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So now we're gonna chop it with the chicken.
Great. So I still have to get you guys to norebang, which is karaoke.
Not a chance.
What's it called? Not everyone?
It's called norebang.
What's your first song? What
My
do you warm
very
up with
first
every-
song, I think, would have
every
to
night?
be probably "Bad Romance" by Lady Gaga.
How does that go?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Ah, come on.
Oh no, we're missing
Come
alcohol.
on.
I need some alcohol here.
Bad Romance, that's a relatively new song, so you don't have
It
a go-to
is.
song that you've always had.
Well, it used to be Stevie Wonder. I just called to say I love you, but everybody's sick of it.
I'm not sick of
We're
it.
not sick of it, come on.
No.
Come on.
Come on, you two are the singers. Come on, give a
I
rendition.
said no.
You can do it.
I love you.
I just come to say how much I care.
Come on, Jojo.
Oh, and you have a voice too.
Better with alcohol.
To say I love you.
Hey.
And I mean it from the
See, I don't do that part.
Come on.
You can do it. Let's go back to food a little bit.
All right.
I'm more comfortable in that direction.
Yeah, he hates it.
No, I don't hate it. I just can't sing.
Oh, so what's that? Daikon.
Asian
No,
pear.
this is Asian pear.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of sweet, but it gives a nice texture to
And
it.
this is
And
a
this
good
is-
season to do it.
This is like
Yeah, it's so good. huh?
chizo.
Like
You can
the
use chizo, which is like almost like basil and mint at the same time.
Basil and mint together.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Oh,
There we go.
fantastic.
Oh, that's sensational.
That's crazy.
There we go.
Oh, you did.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, babe.
You.
Wow.
Cheers.
Thank
Cheers.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Watch your
Maybe a little spicy.
do the hunch.
you. Maybe a little spicy. Oh man, here we go.
That's good.
And the sesame's on the top as well.
Are you dying with the heat? It's hot. I think we
love
got a
it.
sweater.
Kicking in. No, it's all right. See, where do you get these ideas, like the Asian pear? When does that come to you? Or was that you? Was that your recipe?
No, this is all.
I tried first, and it needs a little sweetness, a little crunch, so you start it on.
Are you ever wrong? Do you ever go, oh, that's
Yeah, of
terrible?
course, of course.
Really?
We have a lot of flaps.
No, he's
Absolutely.
modest.
We do have a flaps.
But you would
I
get
always
to it
love
like
the
an
story about
artist.
the molten lava cake.
Yeah.
The most popular dessert in the world. So
That was
It's
your
a mistake.
creation.
Not a mistake. We did a party for 500 people. When we put all the souffle in, when you put 500 brownie in the oven, the temperature of the oven dropped down. So we served it out because it usually takes 5 minutes. In that-
500 people.
On that time, it was 5 minutes was not enough because you have so much. You put 500 in the same oven.
Yeah.
It dropped the temperature down.
Right.
We served it. When they cracked it up, and it was raw in the middle.
Were you
And
mortified?
I was like green, hiding in the fridge.
And,
And when I come out,
And when
they
it
were
was
standing
red.
ovation.
standing ovation.
Crazy?
It was on the menu the next day.
Seriously, that
That's
dessert is in every
And that's my
restaurant now.
favorite. That's my
Yeah.
favorite. That's what I always tell my
That's the
son,
truth.
my 10-year-old who paints, and he always goes, "Oh, I made a mistake," and I go, "No, that's the magic. You know, that's where you find the magic is in the mistakes." And I think it's true. Because then then you improvise on that, and who knows what you find there. Am I getting it? I'm just getting
When
it everywhere.
Speaking of first dates, one of the things I loved about Deb was when we ate, about a third of a meal was in her hair, on her thing, all around the mouth.
Hence the
I have a good time when I eat. Let's go.
And I thought,
It's
yep,
a party.
my kind of chick right there.
I hope you enjoy.
Oh,
3. It's
Easy to
so
do.
good.
So much flavor, huh?
Yeah, kid friendly.
I'm packing the school lunches tomorrow. This is what they're going to school with.
Seriously, when I next go to Seoul, that's it.
You can take it with you.
One final note. When I'm back in Korea eating in a night market, singing at noraebang, or relaxing with my friends in our favorite tent in Seoul, the nighttime is when I really feel Korean. Maybe it's a combination of good eating and drinking,
99 bottles of soju.
or the slightly magical, endless feeling of a great night out.
Take one down and pass it around.
But mostly, I think it's a comfortable and familiar approach Koreans have to spending time with family and friends that makes me feel like I'm at home.
It's a simple